The Noble Eightfold Path. The Noble Eightfold Path, Arya Atangika Marga, includes the following steps: right understanding, samaditi; right thought, samasankapa; right speech, samavacha; right action, samasamankamanta; right livelihood, samavijja; samavayama; right mindfulness, samasati; right concentration, samasamadhi. How are these 8 steps to be understood? If we are going to live our lives in the proper way, we must first see clearly the way things really are. In other words, we must have right understanding or right view. We have to look at things the right way. Right understanding includes an understanding of the following: A. The Four Noble Truths; B. The 3 characteristics of existence: impermanent, anicca, suffering, dukkha, and no self, anatta. C. Karma: wholesome and unwholesome, kusala and akusala. Acts by body, speech, or mind following volition: cetana and dependent origination, paticca samuppada. 2. Right thought means that our minds are free of sensual desire, anger and greed, and that we live lives of loving kindness towards all living beings and hurt none of them. If we have unwholesome thoughts, we will not be able to think or act properly, and we will bring suffering into our lives. 3. If we want to move along the path to enlightenment, we must avoid improper speech in all its forms. We must use right speech. Improper speech includes all the following: lying, harming someone's good name, unkind words, language that makes persons upset, useless gossip, and talk about unimportant things, and talk that is prejudiced against other people. Proper speech is truthful, kind, useful, and helpful to others. 4. Right action means following the 5 precepts, the basic principles of Buddhism. These are to avoid destroying living things, to avoid taking anything that is not given, to avoid sexual misconduct, to avoid untrue speech, and to avoid anything causing intoxication or preventing us from paying proper attention to what we are doing. If we observe these precepts, we will avoid hurting either ourselves or other living things. Right livelihood is living our lives in the proper way. It means, for one thing, not earning a living by doing such things as selling drugs, having a gun shop, killing animals as a butcher, charging a high interest rate, or being involved in prostitution. It even means not being a soldier insofar as soldiers have the intention of harming the enemy. Right livelihood also includes such things as taking care of our bodies by getting some exercise and eating properly, and not spending our money in a foolish way. We should take care of our money because we have responsibilities to ourselves as well as to other persons, such as the members of our family. 6. In whatever activity we are involved, for example at work or at school, we should try to do it as well as we can. This means that we make the right effort. In the scriptures, right effort includes: A. Trying not to allow any new unwholesome, not beneficial thing to arise in our mind, effort to avoid, for example greed or one of the other defilements. B. Trying to get rid of whatever unwholesome things already exist in our minds, effort to overcome. C. Trying to develop wholesome things in our minds, effort to develop, for example, loving kindness towards all living things. And D. Trying to keep growing those wholesome things we already have in our minds, effort to maintain or to keep. These are the four great efforts. 7. Having an awareness of what we are thinking and doing so that we prevent anything unwholesome, not beneficial, from entering our lives, and so that we remain true to the Noble Eightfold Path, is called right mindfulness. Right mindfulness includes such simple things as paying close attention to our studying when we are at school and to our jobs when we are working. It involves living in the present moment and not letting worries about the past or the future bother us. Right mindfulness in our daily lives helps us to make sure that suffering does not arise because of the way we are thinking, speaking or acting. It is also important in meditation because it enables us to pay attention to what is happening as we focus on our body, feelings, mind and mental objects. 8. Right concentration is making our minds pay attention to what we are doing. It is focusing our minds. If we pay attention to what we are doing, whatever it is, our activity will be more productive. When we focus our minds in concentration meditation, we calm ourselves to get rid of such things as stress and anger. We also prepare ourselves for insight meditation. When we focus our minds in insight meditation, we see things as they really are, impermanent, full of suffering and non-self. In this way we move along the path to enlightenment. The steps of the Noble Eightfold Path are not taken one after the other, rather each step along the way is developed at the same time. The 8 steps of the Noble Eightfold Path are divided in terms of morality, sila, concentration, samadhi and wisdom, panya. That is in terms of the morality group, sila kanda, the concentration group, samadhi kanda, and the wisdom group, panya kanda. Morality, right speech, right action and right livelihood. Concentration, right effort, right mindfulness and right concentration. Wisdom, right understanding and right thought. These 3 groups together make up the threefold training, Sikha, for followers of the Buddha.